Hey everyone, it is Hayden again. I just wanted to make a video kind of going over my weight loss journey with you guys. I haven't talked about this yet with actually a lot of people, so I'm just going to go over a few things and hopefully it'll help you guys out if you are also trying to lose weight or just, become healthier. Basically, my starting weight was 285 pounds. That was definitely the highest weight I've ever been in my life, and what kind of spurred my journey, if you will, it was a little over a year ago. I had a gout flare-up. For those of you who don't know what gout is, it's a form of inflammatory arthritis that develops when you have high levels of uric acid in your blood, I believe. And you basically can get flare-ups. It's mostly in your feet, but I mean, you can get flare-ups in other parts of your body too. Mine was in my big toe, and it was probably the most painful thing I have ever experienced in my entire life. I wanted to cut my foot off. It was that painful. So I went to the doctor. Obviously I went to the ER, and because I didn't know what was happening, I didn't know what was going on, so I was super scared. So I went to the doctor, and they told me I had gout, and if I had a history of gout in my family, which to my knowledge I don't. The two main things that can really trigger a gout reaction in your body is alcohol, and you have a higher chance of getting gout if you are overweight as well. So yeah, I cut out alcohol, and then I started to obviously take my health a lot more seriously after that. I got a membership at Anytime Fitness, and I just went before and after work, whenever I could, fit it in my schedule. I just did 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, and then I would do the bike or the elliptical for another 10 minutes or so. So I was at the gym for about an hour. So I'd have 30 minutes of cardio, 30 minutes of weightlifting. I also joined a weight loss competition at my work. So that kind of helped me out for sure, because I am a competitive person. So with the weight loss competition, I think I lost 15 pounds. After that, it just kind of kicked me off for everything that was to come. I started to use MyFitnessPal to log all my calories. I highly recommend you guys use it. It's a free app. It's called MyFitnessPal, where you can just log everything that you're eating. You can even scan packages, and it'll pop up the nutritional information right away, so you don't even have to search it. You can just scan it. It's helpful because it lets you know what you need to cut back on, or you can kind of adjust your macros. I definitely recommend it. It helped me out a lot to not only understand what I was eating, but also kind of track where I could cut out, because I don't really have a strict diet per se. I do try and be in a caloric deficit. A caloric deficit is you are burning more than you're eating. So in simple terms, that's what it means. If you're in a caloric deficit, you're going to lose body fat. So I started to do that after the weight loss challenge at my work, and ever since then I've just been continuously dropping, and it's now about a year, I want to say a year or a year and a half since this all began. So and I've kept it off. I haven't regained anything, which is a really big deal for me, because throughout my entire life I've just completely yo-yoed. I mean, my weight's been up, it's been down. I can never maintain a weight or continuously lose. So it's been a really big struggle for me, for sure. So in all reality, you want to find something that's sustainable to you. For a while, I was tracking my calories, and then I stopped because I kind of memorized what I was eating and how much I was eating, so I could kind of have a ballpark figure of how much the calories would be. So after you track a while, I think you do get a good idea of how many calories something is, or you can kind of do the mental math in your head as to approximating how many calories you have left in the day, or how many you should be eating, or how many you have to burn, and vice versa. So you don't necessarily have to track forever, but it's definitely a good tool to get you started for sure. With exercising, I joined Orange Theory in March, I want to say. of 2019. I've been going to Orange Theory 4 to 5 times a week for 8 months. And Orange Theory has been absolutely incredible. It is pretty expensive, okay? I'm not gonna lie about that. It's pretty expensive, but for me, it was an investment in my health long term. I was willing to put up the cash right now in order to get the training, in order to, improve my physical health for the long term. And I think it's worth the investment, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody if you want to try it at least. Just go ahead and try a class. They have free classes that you can just try and see how you like it. I really do love Orange Theory. I didn't think I'd like it because I'm kind of a shy person. I don't like being around a lot of people all the time. So, the thought of like group workouts kind of scared me a little bit. I was pretty uncomfortable with it, the thought of it at least. But then when I got in there, my first class, I was like, this is legit. Like, again, because I'm a competitive person, so I like, you're not even competing against each other, but just being in the group environment and seeing everyone else work so hard just motivates you so much to like work just as hard, you know what I mean? So it was a great motivator for me, and I really enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it. So yeah, just finding something that you enjoy doing with being physical, I highly recommend, because it's not only good for your health, it's good for your mental health, it's good for so much, your sleep. I mean, we're meant to be active, we're not meant to be sedentary. So even if it's just walking around the block, or walking your dog, or playing a sport, doing anything active is going to help you a ton. The struggles that I've had, every journey is going to come with ups and downs. You're going to struggle. You're going to want to, quit. You're going to fall off the wagon maybe. You're not perfect. Your journey is not going to be perfect. And the first thing that you have to do is just accept that. Because the quicker you accept that, the less guilty you're going to feel when you do fall off the wagon, because you're expecting this to happen. Now, I'm not saying that you should definitely want that to happen, because we always want to stay on track and want to stay motivated, but again, that's not reality, right? We always go through, ruts. And for me, I've been dealing with 2 things in the past 2 months that have really affected my motivation and just kind of made me feel like crap, to be honest. So I sprained my ankle right before Thanksgiving, and it was a very bad sprain, probably the worst sprain that I've ever had. As a result of that, I've had to take off about 3.5 weeks of all physical activity pretty much. And then after that, I've kind of been going intermittently to try and see how my ankle is responding and how my healing is coming along. And when I've gone to Orange Theory, I've definitely scaled it back, way back. I haven't been pushing myself whatsoever. So instead of running, I'm walking. Even with squats do hurt. So I've been trying to do modified exercises to try and avoid that. That's one thing to listen to, guys, is listen to your body. If you're hurting or if something doesn't feel right, definitely get it checked out, and definitely don't push yourself, because if you do push yourself and you're injured, you're gonna regret it for sure. So I have been taking it very slow, and so far I feel like I'm progressing and I'm getting back to kind of where I was. Yeah, you're gonna have setbacks, you're just gonna have setbacks, and that's okay. You just have to work through them, and it's how you deal with those setbacks. It's, focusing on things that you can control, right? I can't control the fact that I have a sprained ankle, but, if I can't work out right now with my sprained ankle, I can focus on my nutrition, I can focus on my hydration, I can focus on my mental health, I can focus on different areas of my life that will keep me moving forward and keep me motivated in, different aspects of my life. So I highly recommend you guys. Again, a part of a healthy life is there's so many different, facets to it. If you do need to take a day off at the gym, take a day off, you know, take a mental health day, take care of yourself, you know, listen to your body. Aside from the whole sprained ankle thing, I did find out that I have exercise-induced migraines. I've been having them off and on for the past like 2 months, and I didn't really know what was causing them. It kind of made me afraid to work out because I didn't want to like get a migraine after exercising, because I work out, you know, before work. I, you know, work out after work. It just sucks because the migraines are so debilitating. They're ocular migraines, so I see, you know, auras. I sometimes have tunnel vision and I can't really see at all. I went to the doctor and she told me that I wasn't hydrating myself properly before working out. It was kind of surprising to me because those of you who do know me know that I carry this water bottle every single day. It's called Hydro Jug, not spons. But it's a half-gallon jug, and I drink 2 of these a day. So I try and drink a gallon a day every single day. So I was just like, what do you mean I'm not hydrated enough? Like, how much do I have to drink? You know what I mean? But she said the amount that you're drinking before you're working out is very important. So you have to be hydrated before you're working out, especially if it's a high intensity workout such as Orange Theory. So just make sure that you guys are hydrated before you work out, because I apparently wasn't a few times and I paid the price for it. I've also added an electrolyte supplement to my diet. Key Nutrients Electrolyte Recovery Plus. So I got this off of Amazon. It's basically just a powder, and you just put 1 scoop in your water jug and drink it up, and it definitely helps with replenishing your body, and it has vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes. So I got this to help me and to try and minimize the risk of the migraines from happening. Again, this is just an example of you're going to run into roadblocks. So how are you going to get around the roadblocks so that you can achieve your goals? Those are some of my struggles. The goals that I have with my weight loss journey is 200 pounds. So I'm hovering between 235 and 240 right now. So my goal is to get down to 200. I would like to get to 200 before Christmas of next year. I think that is definitely a sustainable option and a slow pace that I would like to be at. Because again, I want my weight loss journey to be sustainable, and I want it to be a lifestyle change. So I don't want to go on any diets or anything at all that's not sustainable to me. And again, this is all so individual. So what works for me, it might not work for you. Again, I'm not a health professional or anything. I'm just telling you what I've done and what I'm continuing to do to reach my goals. Hopefully some of this will help you guys. That's kind of a little breakdown of what I do and what I recommend doing. Again, MyFitnessPal, definitely hit it up if you're wanting to be in a caloric deficit. It's a great way to track your calories, and it's a great way to track your macros as well. The whole point is being active and try and get a caloric deficit if you do want to lose weight, or even if you want to maintain. It's good to just remain active, just in general. That's it, guys. I hope you liked the video.